The beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass speaks to me. The summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower speaks to me. The strength of fire, the taste of salmon, the trail of the sun, and the life that never goes away, they speak to me, and my heart soars. You know, there are some very special places in DuPage County. I've enjoyed Waterfall Glen. I like the water elements there. But we also have been fortunate, just next to me where I live, there's a little forest preserve, and they did a burn there probably 2 years ago, and we're seeing the wildflowers come back there now, and I've really enjoyed that.
I grew up on a farm, and the woods are a big part of my life because they're right across the road. So me and my brothers would always come here and go camping, or I would go camping with my friends. I would ride the horses back here, just taking walks at least once a week. I'm always out in the woods. It's just more peaceful. There's animals out here, and it's always quiet. Don't have to worry about anything.
And surprises happen. I am remembering coming to Herrick Lake one early morning and walking, and the sun was just rising, maybe late September, early October. And in walking quietly along one of the paths, I was surprised by a doe who just crossed my path, and she stood there and I stood here, and she stopped for minutes, which is an eternity. So she didn't just run across, she stopped, and to make eye contact and to watch her nose twitch and her trying to assess me, and I was there with her. And then she walked and leapt over more into the prairie grasses, and she stopped again and continued to observe me, and I observed her. And when I left that morning, my heart was soaring, my soul was soaring. I was, wow.
I grew up on a farm and near nature, and always going out into the woods and walking in the creek with my brother and sister. I remember the first time I found a deer antler, or my brother did. He ran up to it and put it over his head and started screaming because he was so happy he found one, because he never found one before. But I was pretty little then, and then when I got a little bit older, I started finding them, and now I have quite a bit of them.
What I think I particularly appreciate personally about being in the outdoors here in a setting where you've got water and trees, and also in wilderness settings, is I think a peacefulness that I feel, a connection that I feel with nature and the earth, and I think a good connection with other people. We're in that context of how we're sort of getting back to an elemental sort of relationship to, I guess, our universe, you might say. And I think I'm most at peace and serene when I'm in those settings. I also appreciate some of the exciting things that happen. The cave exploring, some of the exciting adventures I had there. In the winter, I think cross-country skiing with a heavy pack down a steep hill can be pretty exciting at times. Dog sledding is just really an adrenaline flow when you get behind those dogs. And whitewater canoeing has been an exciting thing, so I enjoy that part also, but I think it's the serenity that I appreciate the most. And I like that when I've been able to share that with other people and the students, that they've picked up that sense of peacefulness when they're in the wilderness area.
I feel relaxed and no worries and no stress or anything, just me and nature just walking around.
Just the quiet draws me, not having all the noise of cars, or you can just be out here and listen to the wind blow and the birds sing and the frogs, and it's just nice and peaceful.
It's like day-to-day life can drain me, and then this fills me up. There's an energy that I draw out, and then I can take it back into my day-to-day life. It's not of doing, It reminds me of just being, that I'm here, I'm alive. I'm a being like everything else, like the trees and the animals, and I belong. I belong here as everything. We're all part of the same fabric.